A typical problem I hear is, how do I get rid of the seam between the parts? I keep filling, sanding, and priming, and the joint just won't disappear.
Allow me to introduce myself. Hemlock Solms.
More times than not, the modeler relates an assembly method that utilizes too much solvent cement. A typical approach is to remove the locating pins, sand both sides flat, and then apply a liberal amount of solvent cement to both parts. When brought together, an excess of dissolved plastic is squeezed out. The plan being to fill any voids in the joint at the same time the parts are cemented together. There are several negatives with this technique. First of all, alignment gets to be a problem because the excess plastic gets in the way. The second issue is the softened plastic. Once the plastic has been thoroughly dissolved by the solvent, it takes a very long time for the solvents to evaporate and the area to become stable. As an experiment, dissolve some sprue material in liquid cement, a common technique employed by a number of modelers. Then put some of the mixture on a piece of styrene. The solvents in the mixture will also begin to soften the surface of the plastic. Now wait until the mixture becomes as hard as the surrounding plastic. It may take a long time. When you glue two pieces of plastic together with an excess of solvent cement, you create the same unstable situation. So unless you're willing to wait a very long time, a better way would be to accurately tape the two pieces together. Then apply the solvent cement to the joint in sections, allowing the cement to be taken into the joint through capillary action and being careful not to apply so much so that it runs under and along the tape. Once the parts are together, you can go back and apply more cement all along the joint. I highly recommend filling any joint issues with cyanoacrylate cement. Depending on the size of the void, you can use either a thin or thick cyanoacrylate. Build it up and sand it down in layers. Cyanoacrylate, when just set, sands very easily. Better to take it in steps rather than getting in a hurry trying to fill everything at once. Unlike solvent fillers that can soften and then shrink over time, the cyanoacrylate is stable under solvent-based primer and paint, so the joints should stay hidden.
Well done, Solms.
Elementary, my dear Watkins.